consume the next 7 to 8 years of your life.
And you won't regret it.
No, you won't. Never a day.
Alright, so as most of you know, I assume the vast majority of the fans know, there was a major event last fall.
Yep.
Yes. Lots of excitement, fans all around the country. And we'll admit, in the aftermath, there was a little bit of distaste toward New England, but it's okay. It's a new year. People have moved on. We're all just really excited for what the new year is bringing. And of course, by that, I mean the Red Sox winning the World Series.
Yep.
That is done by Paige, by the way. She's the Chen in the front row. You'll be hearing from her and several other guest speakers throughout the course of the evening. We also have Ruben, who will be talking about Paige will be talking about a certain gift for Zune from the Western Toho community. We have Ruben, the Kogasa up front. She'll be talking about a couple things. Some of the Tumblr Ask Blog community, as well as she's part of a Western Dojin group that actually produces written works and gets them printed and sells them and whatnot. Like, yes, that actually happens in the West. We have Kosachi here from Canada, who's going to talk about the Hakare Shrine Festival. For those of you that can't get enough Toho, there's a lot more of it on the way. And we have the Gensokyo radio team here to talk about Western music. But before we get into all that, I want to talk about the series proper itself, because if you don't know about the series proper, then the rest of this is going to be pretty meaningless. I mean, a couple nice musics and all right then. Okay, here, kill. Why is it the old? Oh no, we want to start with the PowerPoint. That's right. Oh, PowerPoint.
F5, bro.
So, Toho, for those of you that don't know, it's an ever-growing world of beautiful music, wonderful music, no, beautiful bullets, wonderful music, and indeed terrible art. I'm sorry. It is getting better, yes. And it also has the most iconic fan base the size of the asteroid belt.
Yeah.
So, what is this Toho beyond this mash of colors that we see to the right of our screen right now? It's a series of Danmaku shooters, bullet hell, where basically if you are used to things like 1942, Galaga, maybe even Centipede, if you go that far back, there's a few bullets on the screen that are moving really fast. This is the reverse of that. There's a crap ton of bullets moving everywhere, and the goal is that not to kill you with speed, but to just look really nice and hopefully get you to run into them by accident along the way. The series is known for beautiful patterns, as you can see right now. These are the 6 different patterns you see there, 6 different attacks from 6 different games. Excellent music. I mean, there's the original music itself, and it gets arranged from there to back. It's so much people have done with it, and again, the most prolific fan base known to man. I mean, we're completely crazy. There's no getting around it. Like the fact that you have 5 guys in dresses talking to you about this. Just gives a small sliver of what is in store for you.
I'm wearing pants, thank you very much.
This series is what's described as a fireworks display getting sick, is the best way to think of Danmaku and Toho in particular.
Right.
And as far as what we believe is that the best way to understand Toho is to actually experience it for yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to show off the 13th game in the series called 10 Desires. Those of you that know the series already can kind of guess probably why I'm talking about this. That is it here.
Because you like some certain religious leader.
Yeah, you know, the one that's on the Gensokyo radio t-shirts.
Oh.
Damn it, I don't have a good comeback for that.
Toho is serious business. I've got the stuff off my wrist.
That blue ghost is so angry.
It's a very angry blue ghost, a very happy green ghost. Alright, no complaining. We get this every year. I'm not very good, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Alright, so, as Kogo was saying before, pretty standard, if you're expecting shooting games, enemies appear from the top, you're at the bottom, trying to shoot them and not die horribly because of all the bullets that are going to appear shortly. The little 4 orbs behind the main character who's dancing around on the bottom are basically, think of like options from Gradius, kind of the same thing. You get more as you power up. Okay, the power is not icons this time, it's just numbers, so it's a little hard to see. But every time you bomb, which clears the screen of bullets and will kill most small enemies on the screen, that will also decrease from your power. So you can't do it forever, even if you have infinite bomb stock. Okay, so the red circle around the boss at the top, which is turning clockwise, is her life gauge, and you've beaten the mini-boss when it gets to the top. Except now we have a spell card. One of the things I think that made Touhou really popular when it was when Zune first made the jump to Windows is all of the special flashy boss attacks like this with a special background. They all have names and they all have themes that are based on the character, and the game will keep track of how many times you've tried to play it. Like in the upper right, if you can see that little, well, that was too late for that. But yeah, it'll keep track of how many times you've tried to, how many times you've played through it, and if you can not die and not bomb while you're playing the spell card, you get a score bonus, and it keeps track of how many times you've done that.
If you're curious, you'll get to see a bomb soon, I guarantee it.
So, how about the special mechanics in this game? So, the one with Divine Spirit, or do we not want to get into that?
You talk about that. I haven't had much time to play with the series.
Oh, okay. So, each one of the games has something special about it, something that makes it a little unique and different from the others. I mean, when you got 13 games, well, in the main series, you got to have something to differentiate it from each other. So, in this game, you see a little bar once Ring Strike goes out in the lower corner. And the idea is that the Divine Spirits are powering the Spirit Trance. So you pick up all these little orb pickups around the screen, and they fill up that meter, and you can dump the meter in order to get a few seconds where you're invincible and do tons and tons of damage. The meter also will do that if you die. So, I mean, I hope we don't see the latter. Maybe you'll use them.
I think this is the slowest we've ever gone through the dialogue.
One thing that is new in this game that I kind of like is other bosses on the screen. Like, it's not the first time he's done it, but he does it more in this game than any previous one. Oh yeah, upper right, 02, under Joholu, or Zoholu. Fantasy Seal. Yes, the stars in the upper left corner is how many life bars you need to go through to beat this particular boss.
There was some trance mode.
Also, if you can tell, the music's a little different now. Basically, if you take the normal version of the music and the trance music, it's kind of like the full version because both are missing parts of the instruments.
The much maligned Kirby lasers.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
again, a show of hands, who is experiencing Touhou for the first time? Who wants to try that? Oh, you in the hat, right there, wave your arm around. Yes, you. Yes, yes. Go on up. Alright, so how this works is C button is shoot. You just hold it down and then shoot on it. X is bomb, that was the big flashy light attack or something you ever saw. And shift is you slow down. And you want to use that a lot when there's a lot of multiple skills you can have multiple senses. You also need to see where you hit one. Alright, go ahead and see. Alright, it's his first time.